Y'all, we've been having technical difficulties this morning. Yes, I apologize. I think this is the latest I have ever signed on. I've been standing at this computer for 10 minutes. Good morning, everyone. I do not know why the Instagram is so weird. I've tried to adjust it. So, Instagram, my apologies. Um, but first, let's go live. My apologies. I don't know. It's just. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is the Christmas countdown. And I am going to go get my coffee. Did I turn the music off? I think I did. Let me make sure. I did. That's how my morning's been going. Okay, I'm going to get my coffee. I'll be right back. When you use the fancy cup, you can't put it in the microwave to heat your milk. Whew, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy holidays, all the holidays that you are celebrating. Good morning, Shauna in the ATL. Let me see, have I been on since? Yes, I was on last Saturday. I was on last Friday and I went to the ATL 2 weeks ago. How are y'all doing? Good morning over on Instagram. We're going to try to get the aspect ratio right. I don't know what Instagram has done with the whole aspect ratio. I don't think it's Instagram. I think it's the app, but I'm working on it, you guys. So how are you doing? How's everything going? How's your holiday season going? I want to know. Are you doing the holiday party the holiday party scene? If so, how's it going? Yesterday, I filmed a vlog on pulling together holiday party outfits from your closet. We all have these last minute parties. Some are scheduled, some are last minute, but no worries. I am standing behind the mantle that I just finished decorating about less than 24 hours ago, frankly. It has the same elements every year. It just looks different because I don't try to recreate whatever it was. I just have a bin with 2 bins with fireplace stuff in it. And every year it's a little bit different, but pretty much all white, crystal, glass ornaments, white lights, and then our stockings. Keith, my husband, me, KJ, our son, and our daughter, Elon. And we've got, for the first time, a Santa down here. This Santa moves around. Let me see if I can move him down. You see him? He moves around every year. I have a lot of them. So this year he's in front of the fireplace. He's not with the rest of his friends over in the dining room and scattered throughout the house. And we've got the TV faux fireplace. Because even if I had the real fireplace on, you wouldn't be able to see it. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Sister Girl Chronicles. Shauna said, this year your job has 7 different parties in the last 2 weeks. 1 birthday, 2 okay. 1 birthday, 2 retirement, and 4 Christmas parties. I'm partied out. But you know what? Yes, but we say that, but we also love this time of year, right? I mean, for that reason, it is tiring, but yes. Good morning, Detrice. You literally just subscribed and caught a live. Yes. Good morning. First of all, welcome to the community. Welcome to the community. And that reminds me to do my introduction. Sometimes I just jump right in and start talking, like, running into an old friend for our regular, lunch meeting or date. And I don't introduce myself to the new people in the community. Good morning. Happy Friday. I am Angel, the founder of Maison 276 and creator of the award winning 3-step system for silver gray and blonde hair, a healthy way to brighten, cleanse, and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without messy purple dyes. Available nationwide at Walmart and also on Amazon. We gather here every Friday morning for a community chit chat. Sometimes we have a very specific topic that we're going to talk about, which I do today. And sometimes we chit chat and it's ask me anything. It's always ask me anything. So if you ever have questions about anything, whether it's hair care, lifestyle, fashion, fitness, we're here for it. And this is not a angel lecture. It is a community chit chat. Everybody contributes. This is an amazing time. And I look forward to this every single Friday. So welcome, Detrice. Where are you listening? Where are you calling in from? Calling in, listening. We're going to do that eventually. It's going to be call in. I put my coffee down for a minute. We'd love to know where you are. An overall uptick. I think, you know what? That's interesting. An overall uptick in parties. I think people are just looking for an opportunity to be festive. Hi, Michael Knight Wallace in Chicago, WMK Radio Chicago. Okay, I don't know if that was a joke or not because I said caller, but if it was not, good morning. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Pius. Karen. Hi, Karen Dion. Good morning. From Chicago, Detrice, we have a huge Maison 276 community in Chicago. We do. And there are some amazing Instagram content creators that are from Chicago, especially my girl Trey's Going Gray. If you guys aren't following her, what are you doing? But yes, look, so many wonderful Chicago connections, and now another one. So absolutely. Good morning. Oh, hi, Joy Lynn. Very cozy atmosphere. Oh, see, Sister Girl Chronicles also in the Chicago house. Detrice, I told you, Chicago is in the house, totally in the house. Oh, thank you so much, Joy Lynn. I love the holidays because I feel like it's like putting jewelry on the house. You accessorize the house with sparkly things. And, I've really taken it down a notch since the kids have become adults. Now, if you saw my house, you might not think I'd taken it down a notch, but I really have. Like, there's one tree, not multiple trees. And I used to do the whole stairwell situation. I don't do that anymore. I still have it. I thought about it this year. I really did. I thought long and hard and realized, Angel, you don't have time for that. But I do love the holidays. The house feels happy because it's got decorations and sparkly jewelry. And then the first few weeks after I take it down, it feels naked. Now, one thing I did decide to do, I always do a tablescape for Mardi Gras. So guys, if you're new to this community, I am from New Orleans, and that is actually the inspiration for the brand name. Maison is French or house. 276 is a street address of the house where I grew up. And I always do a Mardi Gras tablescape. But this year, I am thinking about doing a Mardi Gras tree, which is essentially a Christmas tree without Christmas ornaments, but it has Mardi Gras ornaments on it and Mardi Gras decorations. Just everybody does it in New Orleans. I've just actually never done it in my home. I've always done a tablescape, and then I'll do a Mardi Gras wreath. I might do the Mardi Gras tree this year. I don't know. But what I wanted to talk about this morning, y'all, clearly we're coming to the end of the year. It is a time when we do a lot of retrospection and grade ourselves. And when I was thinking of some, engagement prompts, questions to ask, and I do sometimes use my AI apps that I use to create content. And some of them said, well, ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how did you grade your year? And I was like, I don't like that at all. First of all, surviving the year, everybody gets a 10 for surviving. So I certainly don't like that. But I do want to share, and I want you guys to share as well, some tools and habits that you use to just make your life easier, whether there are things that you've used consistently, or are there any new tools or habits that you adopted this year that really helped you, whether it was professionally, mentally, emotionally, that you're going to take into 2025? I'm sorry, into 2026. Latrice, one of the great things about this community and our chats on Friday mornings is there's a lot of sharing. So I want to know, I'm going to be sharing and showing you guys some tools that I use. And some of them are simple things like calendars. I still I have a digital camera, but I still have my desk calendar. And it because I'm a visual person. And so I need to write things down as well as see them on my digital camera. So I do both. And I've got a very I'm going checking on some stuff on YouTube right now. I just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. So certainly want to know, what are you taking? What are some tools or habits that really supported you in 2025? I'm going to type that in, and I want you guys to type in as well. Okay. So one tool that I have been using, and again, it's not rocket science or anything. It just is very helpful to me on a lot of different levels. And that is a basic desk calendar, but it can't be any kind of calendar. Like, it has to have certain aspects to it. And for the past 7 years, I've been using a company called Erin Condren. None of this is sponsored. These are just things that I like. And the reason I like the Erin Condren calendar, one, they're pretty. If I'm going to be looking at it all the time, it needs to be pretty. So, but it has multiple views. So like, this is the month view. So I can see the whole month at a time. That's really important to me. And then over here, I have my weekly view, and that's kind of like my daily to-do list. Like, I'll just list things out. I'll also have like blocks of time. And I kind of use this like a diary. Like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but right here is when I actually chronicle what I am doing throughout the day. Because sometimes you don't realize how much time you spend doing a thing. And you wonder where your time went. And sometimes I'll look up and it's just like, I spent 3 hours literally just answering emails. Now I have to do it, but was the time that I did it the most productive time for me? Or could I be doing that some other time? And then every year you can customize the cover. So this was my 2025 cover. And then here's my 2026 calendar. And this is the first time that I have repeated a cover. This was the very first cover that I got from Erin Condren. I love toile. I love toile. It's just so beautiful. And so you also get to customize it. You see it's got my name on it here, and then Maison 276. But you can also, like, it can be very personalized in terms of pictures, just whatever. But I love the Erin Condren calendars. The other reason I really like this is it forces me to like at the end of the year, I'll go back and I'll review every single month. And sometimes I'll just, in full transparency, I feel like I'm not getting as much accomplished as I want to. And so this is really like a business diary. And it reminds me, like, actually, no, you did do that thing. Or, oh, you completely forgot. Like, you had this, you accomplished that thing. And so it forces me to be introspective and, frankly, to just give myself credit for getting stuff done. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. So Shauna says, this was the first year she used a full-size planner, and it's helped her organize at work. And she just bought a new one yesterday. Yes. Now, are you like hooked on a particular type of calendar? Like I definitely am. Or do you just like switch calendar styles every year? So when I worked in corporate America, I was an at a glance girl. Like I had a very specific at a glance calendar that I used for probably 20 years. At a glance, you can buy them at like Office Depot, Office Max, whatever. They're not fancy. They come in a lot of different formats. I had a specific type that I used, and it was like my work Bible. But now, once I became an entrepreneur, I wanted something with the same functionality, but I needed more, believe it or not, from that calendar. And so that's how I got into the Erin Condren. Good morning. Hi, Daniela. Danielle. Danielle. Yeah, I said it right. Daniela. Good morning from Austin. Oh, her daughter is home from college. Well, my daughter is home, not from college, but from where she lives. So I completely understand that. And waiting for our son, don't know what his ETA is. But he'll be here soon as well. Good morning. Oh man, oh, I'm so glad your baby Lucy is home from college. You guys have fun. Good morning, Marcia from Maryland. So if you guys just hopped on, welcome to Coffee with Angel. We're talking about tools and habits that we really supported us this year. So Shauna said she just started using a full-time a full-size planner. So I would love to know what other tools you guys have that you've been using that have been helpful. Another thing that I've been using that planner for 7 years. Something that I just started doing is journaling consistently. It was the kind of thing that I would always start and then never really finish. And so for the past 6 months, I have been journaling and brain dumping. When I was in New Orleans for Essence Festival, I went to this session with psychiatrist LaShasta Bell, and she specializes in helping people rest. And she's also a sleep therapist. And one of the tools and habits that she gives her clients is teaching them to brain dump. Now you can do it in the morning or you can do it at night. I do it in the morning. And so I've added this to my morning ritual. So my morning ritual is wake up, duh. But I have morning meditation and prayer. Sometimes it is a structured like plan, like a 14-day or 7-day or whatever. And sometimes it's not. And then I journal/brain dump. So the brain dump is just literally writing down everything you have on your mind, whether it's your to-do list, whether it's your worries and concerns. And I have found when she first explained that to me, I didn't think that writing things down would really help that much, but it really does. And it helps clear my mind for the day. And so also I go back so I've been doing it consistently since July, 1st of July, and because that's when Essence Festival is. And so, I do that every morning. And it does help to go back and read it. I don't go back and review my calendar until the end of the year, but this, I go back like every 3 or 4 weeks and see if I'm in a different space about maybe a particular thing or concern that I had. So that's really, really helped me. And that is definitely something I'm going to take into 2026 and continue doing. Marcia said, I learned something. I learned about something called the Sunday evening dump, and I've used it to plan out my week as I dump out all my targeted tasks and goals for the week. And then I assign a task to a certain day and time. Oh, yeah. That's like a scheduling dump. I like that. I like that. I really like that. Marcia, thank you. As a I mean, because of course we all have these things we want to do and they're on the calendar, but just the idea of getting it all out at once. I like that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That is a great idea. It's just another version of my morning brain dump. Very good. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Danielle Hernandez. If you're just joining us, we're talking about habits and tools that we used in 2025 that really, really helped us. But also, we're going to talk about some things I'm going to talk about some things that I want to do more of in 2026. But I love, yeah, Joy Lynn, that Sunday evening dump is an excellent idea. I love that as well. Grab my coffee because I have so much stuff over here. I can't do it now. I want to hear more. Again, that's what the community is about sharing. So I want to hear more hacks, tools, or tips. Now, excuse me. Is there anything? I'm trying to think. Because we want to, when we go into 2026, we're going to be focusing all on, what we want to do going forward. So I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So one thing one of the things I did last night, I went back and I looked at the Coffee with Angel from exactly a year ago. And it was before I moved out of my office. So if I used to do these in my office and it felt like work, like I was sitting at my desk and I don't know, my energy level was low. And I decided to move it to the kitchen because Coffee with Angel. But over the holidays, but I guess, yeah, starting in September when I did my closet refresh. So now, sometimes I'm in the kitchen and sometimes I'm not. And so obviously it's the holiday season, so that's why we're in front of the mantle. But I went back and I looked at it, and the first thing that I did was a huge thank you, because that had been my 4th month of doing the live stream. It was something that I was very, very anxious and nervous about. And at the time, I was so grateful, and because we had gotten to 5,000 subscribers. And as I shared then, it was above and beyond what I had expected in such a short period of time, because I had no experience on YouTube, certainly had no experience live streaming. And I just was looking at that, and I talked about my fears and my anxieties. I was totally honest with y'all. And so 12 months later, y'all, here's what we have done. We have gone from 5,000 subscribers to over 30,000 subscribers. And at that time, I had 175,000 views. Y'all, we have built this community to over 1.5 million views in just 12 months. So I am so grateful. I thank you seems so inadequate, but it just goes to show how even when you move through fear, anxiety, uncertainty, self-doubt, if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, like I just kept going live every Friday, even sometimes not really sure if you guys were gonna log in and be live with me. So just a lesson in just perseverance and pushing through. I always say when people's, you just, some things you just got to do scared. And this was definitely one of them. So just a huge, huge thank you. I just had to say that out. I just had to say that. Thank you so much. Okay. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. So Sister Girl Chronicles said she was doing her mornings stretching and listening. She uses a calendar and she schedules things in time slots. And then she also sets the timer on her Apple Watch so she doesn't forget to move on to the next thing. Oh, that's great. So you can stay on task instead of getting bogged down. That's a great idea. I have time slots written down on my calendar on the daily part, the hourly part, but I don't have a timer to stop me. That's a great idea, especially if you're someone that is prone to go down a rabbit hole. They're all good things, but they might not be the most important things that you should be doing at the time. That is great. Shauna says, nothing new. Well, but that's we want to know what works. But you plan out your wardrobe for the week, complete with accessories, shoes, and handbags. She irons everything that needs it. So when she gets dressed, there's no second thought. That's a great idea. I am not that disciplined. I was never, even when I was not working at home, I was not that disciplined. So that is great that you can be that disciplined. I will say that I am an emotional dresser, in that I dress based on how I feel, particularly from a color perspective. So if I feel like my energy is low, I'm definitely going to put on a bright color. Whether I was working in corporate America or even just here in my home office, most of the time I have on athleisure wear, but I do get fully dressed every morning, even though my commute is only a flight of stairs. And usually I have on, like I said, athleisure wear, a two-piece workout suit, yoga pants, or whatever. Sometimes I have on jeans and a blouse, but I am putting on a whole outfit. And I'm very yeah, I'm an emotional dresser. So I think that is a great idea, Shauna, because it saves you so much time in the morning. And it's just literally one less thing you have to think about. So I think that is a great idea. Good morning. Good morning, Yaya Rob. Good morning, Tangle Silver, who says she's also an emotional dresser. Yes, thank you. Thank you for yeah, I appreciate that. That's the best way I can say it, an emotional dresser. But I do think that's a great idea. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So one thing I will say that I did not do well in 2026 was get real rest. Now, I do have to give myself credit for committing to 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I used to convince myself that I could survive on 5 or 6. And the other thing the therapist helped me understand was just like, no, you need more sleep than 5 or 6 hours. Like the human body needs more sleep. And so I committed to getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And Sister Girl Chronicles, I do use my Apple Watch and my phone to help me stay on task, because I can just sit in that office and just there is always stuff to do, right? And so my phone will automatically go on do not disturb. My watch will, and the screen will go dark. My watch will go dark. Like, it's all these visual reminders that it is time to wind down and go to sleep. I also take melatonin, so that actually helps me a lot. Um, I've tried different versions. And right now I'm using Z-Quil melatonin gummies. It also comes in pill form, but that really helps calm my brain down. I found chamomile. I tried the whole chamomile tea thing. All that does is make me, I'm definitely going to have to get up and go to the restroom in the middle of the night. That tea just works on my bladder. So I found the melatonin gummies. Z-Quil helps me get a good 7, 8 hours sleep. And sometimes, if I feel, I mean, sometimes I will get 9 hours sleep if I don't have like an early morning meeting and I don't feel bad about it. So, but what I haven't really embraced well is rest, like non-productive time when I am actually awake. So that is the thing that I am working on right now. I'm going to put that in the chat. Not the same as sleep. So I want to know what your hacks are for making sure that you actually have awake, non-productive time, right? That your non-productive time is not just when you're sleeping. Shauna says, I have a lot of clothes. I have options for the last. Oh, okay, okay. So she's explaining why she lays everything out. She said, I got a lot of clothes. I understand. So if every morning you have to go through all of that, I could see how that could actually become stressful. So that makes sense. I get it. I get it. And you have last minute options, of course, because the weather might change or absolutely. No, that makes sense. So I want to know, what are some of the things that you guys do to force yourself to rest, not sleep, rest. Now, one of the things that I have asked, so my birthday is 2 days after Christmas. So I get the what do you want for Christmas and your birthday questions all rolled up into one. And the thing that I have asked for are things that will force me to pause. There's literally, it's been the same answer. A gift card to Camellia Elise Spa. So Camellia Elise Spa is a luxurious day spa here in the Houston area, owned by my dear friend Lindsay Brantley. And about a month ago, I did Coffee with Angel live at the spa. I interviewed her. And so that is my answer to anybody who has asked me. And so those gift cards will force me to not just rest, but to pause and give myself permission to take a break and to refuel and refresh myself. So that is the hack that I am building into my life and helping, getting my loved ones to help me do the same for 2026. Sister Girl Chronicle says, create a quiet space in your home that's comfortable and relaxing. That can be your daytime spot to rest, read, listen to music, etc. Sister Girl Chronicle, it's not that I don't have a space to do that. I'm just not disciplined enough, or I haven't been disciplined enough to give myself this time to do it, right? Because I'm always thinking about stuff that needs to be done. And so I have an outdoor patio space. That's where I go in the mornings to do my meditation and relaxing and my brain dump, even if it's chilly, because it's not Chicago cold here. Okay. So even if it's like 50 degrees out, I'll just, put on layers of, I'll just layer up. I have several fleece blankets, lightweight but warm fleece blankets, and I'll go out there bundled up with my hot coffee, and it's just because it's so quiet, and I'm not inside with the visual distractions. Um, and so that is a space that I can go and relax. And I need to do more of that because I created that outdoor room for that very purpose. And so I need to do more of that. Like when my husband goes out and he goes out and he'll smoke a cigar, he'll have whiskey out there. Like I need to be more intentional of using those as cues. Like, yeah, go out there. And I don't smoke cigars or drink whiskey, but it's like a visual cue, light the fire pit and just relax. So again, being more intentional about doing it. The spaces are there. I just have to be more disciplined to do that and to give myself permission. I think it is definitely an internal thing. I've always been the kind of person that feels like I need to fill up every moment of time with something productive, and that is the thing that I am working on, changing that mindset. And it's okay to refuel. Marcia says she tries to schedule daily time when you don't have anything planned and quiet myself, and it refreshes me. And I also find that God speaks to me in a clear way during the quiet time. Absolutely. And that's why I have moved my morning meditation to the outside because I agree with you. There's no visual distractions. My neighborhood is super quiet. It's just me, the birds chirping. And the most noise will be on Tuesday and Thursday mornings when the garbage man is picking up the trash and the trucks are out there. So, yes, I agree. You do actually have to be very intentional about it and find that quiet space. And sometimes when it's raining, it's funny because now that I've gotten accustomed to going outside, and I've been doing that for the last 6 months every day, when it's rainy or just nasty out, I've had to be very creative about not being distracted, and then finding like a quiet spot to just zen out for. In my morning time, that's about 20 to 30 minutes. I've gotten better at not rushing through it. It used to be 10 minutes, 15, and I've gotten to where it's 30 minutes now, and I really feel refreshed. These are great. Everybody is talking about, I think one of the common themes I'm seeing is finding your spot and having a consistent place that you go, because you're basically, I think what we're doing is training our mind that when I'm in this place at this time, this is where I just cut out the distractions and I refuel myself. Absolutely. The tree says she is intentional about making time to rest. She's been retired for 10 years, but I'm almost as busy as I was when I had a 9 to 5. Every single person I know that's retired, and that is living a full, busy life, they say they are almost busier than when before they retired. Absolutely. But as my mother, who is in her mid 80s, says, that is the way you stay healthy, active. Your brain is vibrant and active, and like that is the key to longevity. And I truly believe that you're busy in another way, but you're not less busy. Absolutely. Good morning, Annette. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Annette has been recuperating. She reached out to me on Instagram to say, "Hey, I just want you to know, I miss you guys, and I was having some challenges. So, thoughts and prayers. So glad to see you this morning, Annette. Um, and checking in to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. She said, "This is it, everyone. My hands started aching." You don't have to type anything else. Thank you so much. Honestly, just seeing you on the chat, I am so glad. And please continue to recuperate, restore, heal that hand. Um, Let people do things for you. Sometimes as women, let's face it, we have difficulty letting other people do things for us because we're so used to being the doer. Annette, let people help you in any way that they can and they want to. So please take care, continue to rest and recuperate and recover. Yaya Roth, let's see. Yaya Roth says magnesium glycinate helps me relax and fall asleep. Okay. Is that something that is in the like I'm gonna have to go look at my ZQuil label and see if that's also in there in addition to melatonin, and you wake up feeling great? Well, Yaya Roth, that's how those ZQuil gummy, I'm gonna go get it and show you guys, but that's how they make me feel. I feel if I was in the kitchen, they would be right there by me. I wake up feeling very, very refreshed. Let's see. Massages help me slow down and just be. Exactly, Tangle Silver. That's why I've asked for gift cards to the day spa, because it is, and I will say, my sweet daughter, for the last, I would say 3 or 4 years, that's what she's given me for a birthday present, even though I didn't ask, because she knows, like, Mom has trouble stopping. And so I've been intentional about doubling down on that, actually asking for what I need. And so that is it, Tangle Silver. Stopping. And I love a good massage. Absolutely. Because there's nothing you can do but just be on that table and let your body be restored. Detrice says, what your mom says is so true. My almost 89-year-old dad always says he wants to give out rather than rust out. I like that. I like that. I love that. Absolutely. Oh, Sister Girl Chronicle says she also takes magnesium to help her sleep. Huh. I wonder that I don't know if that's in the sleep aids that I take or not. So thank you guys. Thank y'all so much. See, that's what I said. This community is about sharing. I'm going to go grab that bottle right quick. Oh. So, in fact, I started with the ZQuil, but this is actually the Walgreens generic version, but it's all the same thing. Now, let me tell you, I will check a label, and if it is a reputable, like whether it's Walgreens, CVS, even Walmart, for certain things, I will check the label, and when they are exactly the same, I will go for a good generic. I'm going to just tell you. So this is the generic version of the ZQuil Pure Z's with melatonin. Now these have 2 milligrams of melatonin. I do not have my readers on, but I wonder if this has the magnesium in it that y'all were talking about. It's got chamomile extract, lavender, melatonin. I don't see but I am going to look into that though, y'all. Thank you. Okay, so Detrice says she tried the magnesium glycinate and it didn't work. So she's going to try the ZQuil gummies. Yeah, everybody's body is different. Everybody's body chemistry is different. So what works for one might not work for the other. And if you don't like some people don't like the gummies because they don't want to do the sugar because it is like candy. But these only have 20 calories. But it also comes in a pill form if you prefer to not do the gummies. But I definitely notice a difference when I don't take them, and I take them about 30 minutes before I'm ready to go to bed. So, okay, guys, these have been great tips. Thank you guys, as always, so much for hopping on, but not just hopping on. Thank you so much for your input, your support, contributing to the community. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope that you have an amazing Christmas, have an amazing holiday season. Next Friday, I don't know. Oh, next Friday, we will be in the kitchen, but I'm probably going to be cooking, y'all, because we're not having company over on Christmas, but we're having company over Friday for lunch. So, Coffee with Angel next Friday. I'll be in the kitchen cooking. I don't know. I haven't decided what's on the menu yet. It's going to be something fast. It's family. But I do fancy for family. I do the china and all those things because I mean, if your family is not, it's not good enough for you. Yeah, I don't save anything. I'm that person. Like I use everything all the time. Everything all the time. Just in case you're wondering this, the outfit of the day. This is a top I got from Walmart about 6 months ago. When they have these great finds, they sell out and then it's gone. But that's where it came from. And then these jeans are, well, they're some cargos that I got from Zara about a year ago. I love them. They got all kinds of belts and pockets and bells, whatever, but they're so, so comfortable. So thank you so much for the Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. You guys have a blessed weekend. Stay tuned for some new vlogs coming up. Thank you, Marcia. I love it too. It's comfy. You can tie it all the way up and have the collar like this. I prefer not, but it's super comfortable. Thank you so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing holiday. We're going to go out on some Christmas music. And you guys, love you guys so much. Thank you for making this an amazing community. And I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you next Friday in the kitchen.